Depressed again. I really think about this all the time. Am I the reason for this? Him doing this?
I mean, you
I could be.
An influence.
It could be all my fault still. It could be my yes. It could be all my. It could be all my fault. It could still be my fault.
Even though you and Dad did everything, me and my trust still respect you. Never embarrassed. Walk down the street. This is my mama. Walking down the street, this is my daddy. Because even though y'all did drugs, you were a good parent. You did us good. You didn't beat us. We didn't get raped. You didn't take us to no drug houses. You ain't never leave us, abandon us. So don't feel bad. Yeah, you know, you hurt us. But you ain't never did shit to us like, you know, people could say my mama did this to me. Or my mama let this man rape me because, you know, she was off drugs and didn't know.
Some children will sell to their mothers or give their mothers heroin and cocaine. That's something Montreal would never do. And see, and most parents expect their children that sells drugs for them to give them heroin and cocaine or to buy that for them. I've never asked him to buy me any heroin.
He wasn't do it.
Even to get, no, he wouldn't do it anyway. He wouldn't give me any money for it or anything like that. He would not do that. But there is a lot of people expecting their kids. We have family members that expect their children to buy them heroin and cocaine. And I'm still wondering, am I the reason for this?
I used to be ashamed when my mother had to come up to the school to check up on me or come and get me because I was suspended for fighting or something. I was embarrassed because of how the drugs affected her appearance. One thing I can say about my mother is she never stole from my family though. And she always bought me and my sister clothes or shoes and then got high with whatever money she had left. I never really once blamed him in my head because I was raised to be my own man. I made my own decisions. I still knew right from wrong. No one ever forced me to sell drugs, carry guns, use guns, fuck somebody up, rob somebody. Any criminal act I did on my own because that's what I wanted to do.
I thought I was going to die with that pipe in my hand. I really did. But I can sit here with confidence and say I'll never use cocaine again in my life. Cocaine is no longer part of who I am. Hasn't been for a long time. I botched up motherhood. I botched it. I did. Look where my son is. I remember very clearly. I had been in my addiction maybe 7 or 8 years. And Daryl said to me, "Ma, I know what you're doing. And if you go down, I'm going to go crashing down with you." I didn't hear him. He was crying out to me then. I didn't hear him. I couldn't hear him because I was so deep in my addiction, I could not hear him. I wish I had heard him. I wish I had heard him.
I get them done like this when I'm busting. And I got away with, you know, the 7 got 7 shots, and I got away with like 3-4 shells. Stone went right at Pebbles' crib. I left the thing.
My child did not have negligent parents. He wasn't hungry, didn't miss a day's meal, was not homeless. I wasn't a crackhead. His dad wasn't a crackhead, wasn't abusive. I did none of that. None of the things that society say is the reason why these children do what they do. They do it because they want to, number one. and they do it because someone has enticed them. The drug dealers come through and they see easy, gullible young people, and they offer them, and it's exciting. You know, the possibility, the rims, the car. I am angry at him for not. I'm actually angry at him for allowing someone to sell him a dream of nothing, and I believe that that's what it was.
Oh, Stone, I'm finna go to the hospital. Oh, shit! Who got my 10 millimeter? You remember when I go spot this from the clock? What's my 10 millimeter? This is my 10 millimeter. This ain't no 10, man. It's a set. It's a set.
Bradford Dodson wasn't a forcer, just a brooding hard case. The shooting at McDonald's, where he did shoot Julio Allen during that dinner time incident, it was just brazen.
You shot in the joint too? Man, I'm putting God me and Ducks in there, man. You shot that motherfucker in the joint. I shot in the kitchen, I'm sorry. The first nigga said I did something like, y'all started playing.
From the beginning, when I first even joined the gang, I was being somebody that I wasn't. You know, I wasn't being Bradford Dodson. I was being the hustler, who they wanted me to be, the one that they accepted. They didn't like Bradford Dodson. They liked the hustler. So for all them years, I was being a hustler. I wasn't being Bradford V. Dodson. I got my hands messed up, bandaged up. I ain't got no money. I can't get out of Rockford. We in tour with gang members all over the city. I was just going to try to find a way to get out all the way. I was going to make Doug feel comfortable to the part where, like, here, drop his guard, and then that's when I was going to make my move to get away.
My dumb ass just move around, man. I'm in the way, man. I can't move around, man. I got to, man. Can't move where I want to. That's what you think I should do, bro? Think I should move around so we'll just go and fade out the background? Shit, right now, I don't want to no more, but I do more, but at the same time, it's on, man. I just don't want to leave the bus now.
Market activity starting overseas. Tokyo's Nikkei average closed at a 4-year high today, up 100.
Why you do that shit, man? Because you is proud of something.
Higher than they traded. In London, the FTSE opened lower. Wall Street will close today with the Dow Jones.
It's like I growed up so much more. I can't be out there like this.
Closed at 21.57.
So, I don't really want none. I don't got no goals. You gotta want something out this shit this day.
Chinese listed Alibaba, the investment U.S. company.
I boarded the Greyhound bus to Las Vegas. It was like 10:11 a.m. August the 20th. I was done. My hand was broke. I washed the blood off my hands. I had a new start. I was done. I was done.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
What up, What's up, man? Who's that, Daddy?
Mm-hmm. I cooked the Juicy Lucy's you and I were talking about. Mm-hmm. And baked beans, the famous baked beans.
Man, they gonna barbecue for us tomorrow here. Huh? Hello?
You still here?
We still here.
Oh.
What do you miss the most at home?
What I miss the most at home?
Yeah.
Y'all.
Well, we know that, but on a day like today.
What about changes? What kind of changes have you made for yourself?
I noticed that the only problem that I really had, my most problem was just being too materialistic.
All right.
So now that they put me up in here, they only give you, everybody got the same clothes, everybody get the same amount of minutes. So I know, like, if I was to get a second chance, I wouldn't be materialistic.
Well, you know what? You've already gotten a second chance. You know why?
Why?
You're alive. And as long as you're alive, you can do better. And when you can do better, there's always going to be some improvement.
Now, when I know better, I do better.
That's right. So you have to look at it like that. You know, prisons are too full of our young black men. You know, y'all have got to make better choices for yourself and realize that your family is your family at home and not the family that you think is in the streets.
Daddy, I've been asleep.
Yeah.
I looked up one day and I'm in the feds for 35 years. I woke up. That's when I woke up. I just want to be free. I want to hug my children. I want to go to the lakefront. I want to see the fireworks. I want to be at them barbecues, but I got to stay strong.
You're still blessed. You're still alive. You're above ground. A lot of people don't get that chance. You understand?
Yeah.
So now, I make it your mission to teach somebody else. Maybe you can help somebody else not make those same mistakes, because that's what it's really all about.
Daddy.
Huh?
This phone finna cut off. You see how it's beeping?
Right.
This phone finna cut off in a couple minutes. I think it's like probably 30 seconds.
Okay, well, you know we love you.
Brad.
Love you.
Love you.
Love all y'all.
All right, keep your head up and I'll write.
Alright.
All right, love you.
Don't. Yeah. I really hate the way those calls just end like that because you have things you want to say.
What's that? Why'd you keep the house?
Why do I keep the house? Because I'm planning on one day fixing it up, and I want to have a place for him when he do come home. You know, the area is nice. My neighbors is nice. You can't find a neighborhood like this. So that's why I want to come back. Surrounded by hospitals, parks. And oh, by the way, the president, this is the president, Obama's area. He lives in Hyde Park. This was his room a long time ago. Montreal. So I'm trying to get it back together. So I don't know if I'll be able to or not. All I can do is try. I think since he's been in penitentiary, I'm not just saying it because he's my grandson, but I think he has changed. You know, I've been a parent and a grandparent. Yeah, I feel frustrated and I feel mad a lot of time and I feel disgusted like any parent would be. You know, that's me. I really do. Because he didn't have to choose this, and now he realized so that he's made a mistake. He realized it. And like I told him, you ain't got no friends out here. I'm your friend. I always talking to my friend. You ain't got no friend. What you all doing out there is a money thing, not a friend thing. They don't mix. Same people ain't caring nothing about you. Them same people will kill you or have you killed. Because I know how people are. At least he didn't get on drugs, and I'm glad of that.
The investigation lasted approximately 6 weeks. To get 6 weeks out of it was more than we could have hoped for. Duck and a number of members of the organization drove into Chicago to obtain more heroin. They were under surveillance in the Chicago area when they became targets of a drive-by shooting. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a second vehicle pulled up alongside Duck and an individual started shooting.